everyone. Welcome to day 5 of our 10-day Dream Awake Challenge. So excited once again to have you all continue to participate and watch our videos, and looking forward to the event. We're just days away, and Sterling and I are planning, making sure we have a great day for you. So if you still have not purchased your ticket, like we said, spots are filling. Please be sure to purchase them soon. You don't want to miss out. It's going to be really great. We have so much in store for you. We've really been working hard to make this day worth your while. So today's focus will be on vision board. So we've mentioned this a lot in our ebook. We also mentioned it in some of the videos and our posts that we've done. And we just want to give some clarity to what a vision board is. So a vision board is just literally a board that you will put things on that you would like to see happen in your life. So it could be anything, whether it's, you want a particular house, or you want to drive a certain car, or you want to lose weight, or you want to have a family, you want to save money, you want to start a business, you want to get a certain job, you want to go back to school. It can run the gamut as to what you are looking for to be part of your life. And so the board is just a big poster board where you would put images of those things onto that board so that you can visualize what it would look like for you to have those things in your life. It's a constant reminder of the things that you're striving for in your life. So in order to do the board, though, there's certain things you need to do prior to that. You can't just go and start doing a vision board. It may not work out in the best way if you just sort of attempted it and didn't really have a process that you went through before doing it. So what Sterling and I have learned from, watching The Secret and reading different self-development books is that there's a creative process that happens. And so that first process is just, figuring out what is it that you want. Like, what is it that you want? What is the things that you're looking for in your life? And you have to ask for those things. You can't just say, okay, well, I kind of want, that car, or I kind of want that job. I'm not really sure. We're saying you need to ask. Like, you're saying, okay, God, I want that, S5 series, whatever it is. I'm not, I'm not big on cars, so for me, it's just practical. I'm like, what is going to get me from A to B, and what's going to save on gas? That's for me when I'm thinking of cars. So, or if you're saying I want a house and you want it in a particular place, you're like, okay, I want a house that has 5 bedrooms. It's located in, Maryland, and I wanted to have a cascading staircase, which is what I want. And I wanted to be able to have a separate wing, so when I have guests over, they can be in that wing. They can have their own privacy. And I wanted to have a huge backyard, so my daughter can play in it. I wanted to have, a place where I can have garden parties, and I want to be able to plant. So I start being more specific about those things that I'm wanting, and I'm adding to it. I'm not just saying, well, I just want a house. Yeah, I just want a house, but what kind of house do I want? So just making sure you're asking for those things and really believing that that's what you want. Really understanding, like, you want those things. And that belief comes with, which is the step 2 in the process, with unwavering faith. You can't say, I want this, but in the back of your mind, you're doubting that you can even receive it. You can even have it. You're so questioning that this particular thing cannot be obtained. But you got to believe it. You've got to believe with unwavering faith. Nothing's coming in that way, in your way, of you getting this thing. So I'm going back to the house. I want that house in Maryland with a big yard, cascading staircases in the house. I want 5 bedrooms. I want a separate guest wing. That's the house I want, right? Okay. Now I've said that, but I have to believe that's what I'm going to get. And I have to truly believe it. I can't think for a second it's not going to happen. It may not happen in the time frame that I'm asking. You know, maybe I'm going to say in 5 years. But what if it doesn't happen in 5 years? Does that mean that it's never going to happen? No. I need to be sure that even if it doesn't happen in the time frame that I'm asking, I will still get it. It's just a matter of time. And that whatever I put in front of my God, He's going to give to me. I believe without a doubt. Like I know, I'm getting that house. Right? So you have to really have that strong mindset. Like, I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone thinks. They might think you're crazy. You may have people who will doubt you and say, you're not getting that. You don't have the money to get a house like that. You don't even have the job to get a house like that. What were you thinking? Push that to the side. It doesn't matter. You may even say to yourself, I'm crazy to think this way. Push that to the side. You have to believe. It has to be very strong. And some of the ways you can even continue to believe that is reminding yourself through that vision board. Having that visual of that house pictured on a board that you have in a place that you'll always see, whether that's in your bedroom, that's in your kitchen, it could be in your living room. The minute you walk into the house, that's the first thing you see. You need to put it somewhere where you'll always see it. So you know, you'll go, you know what? That's the house. Go visit a house. Go sit in the house like that. The house that you're thinking about, go visit that house. Check it out. Go look at it. Visualize yourself in it. Start, thinking about what you put inside of it, just so that you can start to realize it's a possibility. That you're not crazy to think this way. That actually you can get those things, right? The last thing you need to do is receive it. Already believe in your head you've got that house. That house is mine. It is mine. I have it. I'm chilling in the backyard in my patio. I am loving it. I have my friends over, my family. I got whatever I need. My daughter's in the backyard, chilling, having a good time. I got the car that I want parked. I got money in the bank. My mortgage is paid. Actually, I don't even have a mortgage. How about that? You start to think like that because you need to understand it's a possibility. It can happen. This is not what we're saying, what we're telling you when we say believe, trust, receive. It is the power of your mind getting you to start thinking how you can live the life of your dreams and then doing the work towards it. Because it's not just going to happen because it's on a board. You've got to do work to get it, but you need to put yourself in a mindset before you get it. Because there are reasons why you haven't gotten certain things in your life. Maybe you're not mentally ready. Maybe you're not ready for those blessings. There are times in my life where I've tried to get certain things that I've prayed for, that I've asked for, and I didn't get it in the time that I asked. I got it when I wasn't really thinking too hard. I got it when I'd already said, you know what, I already got it. It's just a matter of time. I wasn't stressing it. I'll tell you this story. So I had wanted an SUV. When I first got my job in Mass, I went out to the dealer and I said, I had a Hyundai Sonata at the time. And I was like, you know what? I want to trade in this car. They told me no. They're like, we are not going to have you trade the car. You still own it. We're not going to, take this car. It's not worth it. I mean, the guy made me feel really bad. And so I was disappointed. Yes, I was. But then I thought to myself, you know what? I didn't really want the car at the time. That's what I wanted, but I didn't really, really want it. It wasn't until I had worked for about a year. And I was like, you know what? I do want an SUV. It's time. I can have it. I'm ready. So I went on the computer randomly. Started, checking with my dealer, looking at the cars, imagining myself in my SUV, because that's what I wanted. I was like, I'm going to have this SUV, and it's going to happen whenever God's ready. I kid you not. I went on that computer. 3 weeks. I had forgotten I even went on the computer and actually put in a request to have my car appraised. My current car, my sedan at the time, appraised. I've forgotten. I get a call from the dealer and they're like, oh, you looking for an SUV? Well, we could put you in one and we could pay off the loan on your other car and you could be in the SUV today. I thought he was joking. I really did. I thought he was pulling my leg. He was crazy. And so I ended up going to the dealer a few days later. The first car I got in, the first car I test drove, the first SUV I test drove, I fell in love with it. It was like, and I said to him, this is going to be the car that I get. And he looked at me. He's like, really? This is the first car? I said, nope. This is the one I want. This is the one I imagined. This is the one I had dreamed of. I saw this car already. So this is the car I'm getting. And I got that car. I drove it off the lot that day. And imagine a year later, I had been told I wasn't getting the car. They took the car that another dealer didn't want to take. So when you believe, when you've said, okay, I visualize it, I've already received it, it's just a matter of time, it can happen. That's when this is some of the stuff we will do at our conference on the 2nd. We'll talk about how do you get into the mindset to create the vision board and actually create it with you and help you implement those things, because it's just not enough to just say you want it. You've got to believe it and you've got to receive it. So I won't keep you any longer. It's been a pleasure. Welcome to 5 days. Woohoo! You made it to 5 days. It's great to have you join us on this journey. It's always a journey when you're learning and you're having a good time. So thanks again. And don't forget, join the movement.